Good morning, Madhav. This is Hitesh from B1. Madhav, you're on mute, I believe.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. So, Madhav, I'll let you speak to Shaila now, and I'll part my ways from both of you. Good luck, Shaila.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care. Take care. Bye, Madhav.
Bye-bye. Good morning, Shaila. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well, and how are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. Thanks for taking call. Are you based out of Los Angeles?
Yes, it's 7:30 a.m. So
Yes, sorry, but
that's
sorry
fine.
for that.
My morning is starting very well. I would look at it that way.
Okay, got it. I have a colleague of mine who is joining. Okay, I'm going to admit him.
Okay.
Hey, Satya. Good morning.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, Satya. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting.
So I know we have 30 minutes. So what I'll do, Shaila, is I have a hard stop at 10. Do you have a hard stop, Shaila, or can you?
No, I can wait. If there is more questions, yes, I can stay.
Okay. What about you, Satya? You can go.
Yeah, I have a standard, but I can inform.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So, so if you guys don't mind, I'll go first, and then
definitely.
I have a meeting where I need to. I'm the host, so thanks, Shaila, for joining, for taking the call, and thanks Satya for accepting the invite to talk to Shaila. So Shaila, just a little bit background. My name is Madhav Sadhu, Vice President for multiple departments within IT. Marketing happens to be one of them. Based out of Houston, Texas, been with the company for almost 13, 14 years now. That speaks about the culture and the growth opportunities that you have in the company. I got in Satya. So Satya is a consultant who is helping us to implement production asset management, digital asset management. He has a lot of experience in that field. So basically what we are looking for someone who can come in and help us with the digital asset management platform. So we need to do RFPs, and once we do the RFP, we need to select the vendor, implement it, and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
And this person also takes care of everything that happens within the photo studio, like creative and photo studio world, right? That is the background of this role and what we're looking for. Any questions there before we move on?
No, it seems like you're evaluating the dam at the moment. That's what I gathered.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. And we are also implementing production asset management. So, Satya can speak more intelligently than me on that.
Absolutely.
So apart from that, Shaila, may I know a little bit more about you, your expertise, and I'm also interested in, anyways, so go about it. And I'm just interested in one particular thing, which I'll ask later.
Sure. I think I'll just start off with my journey, which is very interesting to me to share with you, because it's very relevant to what you're doing right now, my retail experience and everything. So I actually bring in a unique blend of engineering and management expertise. So I started off as a C++ developer at Oracle and moved into Java-based content management as a developer. So I just evolved with the company as the product evolved, and basically built my skills to support marketing. So that content management system started as Oracle Web Center sites. It was called as FatWire. It started to support the content, but then they moved into supporting marketing features, segment personalization, and integration. So it's open-ended Java J2E platform. So a lot of learning, and my exposure to implementation team actually interviewed me to really become the professional services consultant. So I moved on, supported many clients through the company, worked as an independent consultant, handled many challenging projects, starting from content strategy to evaluating content management systems to, sort of supporting the integration, whole infrastructure, supporting RFP. And then I started my own company and then, bootstrapped the team, and everything was from the scratch. I remained technical all the way throughout. working as a consultant, handling projects without any management. We did all that. To up to 2019, I handled a lot of projects with the major clients like Walmart, JP, all that you might have seen from my resume. And from 2019 onwards, I started switching over to Adobe Content Management System. So initially, I was like comparing and contrasting both the systems. This being a JCR based, that being a relational database, based content management. Had a question?
No.
Okay, so basically, I started working on the I had to take several trainings, of course, because Adobe ecosystem was huge. So I think from 6.2 to 6.5, I took a lot of developer trainings, work as product manager and business solution architect initially because nobody would hire me as a developer. I come from a different content management background. So then I started helping customers with strategy evaluations in the beginning, then started getting into solution architecture, evaluating solution architecture, and then I transitioned over to, when I joined Slalom, transitioned over to doing the hands-on and somewhat and component architecture. And throughout, I think it's basically, I would say, mix of hands-on architecture, client engagement, and product strategy has been my way.
Awesome.
I grew. Yeah.
Awesome. Very good to know. And Shaila, I do have one question though. I mean, this is great. You have your own consulting firm,
Yeah.
right? Are you still having it? Like, how does it work?
So what it is that I have my own consulting firm. It's a firm. It's an S corp, and so up to 2019, I handled many content management projects. But then in 2019, when we switched over to Adobe Content Management System, then people started asking for companies' experience. So it was challenging for us. So then I switched over to building products through the company, at the same time taking consulting engagement in AEM. So I kept the company alive. We built a modern shop management software in 2014. Until then, the company was alive. I was consultant, but somebody else was managing the company. Now, fast forward, I'm here. I'm taking on consulting roles. I mean, my goal is obviously, when you are a business owner, if there is an opportunity, then I would love to work as a consultant. But then here I'm exposed to this role, and yes, that's where I am. The company is still alive, yes, and we have a lot of vendor relationships. All that is still alive.
Yeah, because this role is not consulting. This is permanent role.
Gotcha.
You understand?
No,
right?
I totally know. I'm just, since you asked me, I'm telling you, I'm the only person right now. If need be, I'm just saying, if need be for the current company, Bay One, if they need me to build a team, I have a lot of experience that I can use to build a team for them. And I'm going into San Francisco for this role. I'm aware of that too. That's why in my LinkedIn, I said I'm open for a challenging full-time position versus, working as a consultant. So I know I'll be working. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah, because our company is Taylor Brands. I don't know how much Bay Digital told you about our company. Did they give you more details about us or no?
Not much, but I just looked at the brands and some website. It's a fancy website. I just looked at it. But yeah, I would love to hear from you.
Okay. Yeah. So Taylor Brands is a parent company for bunch of men's specialty retailers such as Men's Warehouse, Joseph Bank, K&G and Morse, which is based out of Canada. So we have 4 brands under that. So we have around 1,000 stores. Our sales is around $3 billion. So very sizable company. We were public before COVID, and then during COVID, just like in every other retailer, we also got impacted, and then we went private and all that good stuff. But then since then, company has been doing really good, and then we also pride ourselves with the customer service along with the rental. Like if anyone wants to rent a tuxedo, the first company that comes to our mind is Men's Warehouse, right? So Taylor Brands is just a parent company, like the entire IT, finance. There are a few departments which fall under the parent company, but serves all these 4 brands, right? Yeah. IT, marketing, and all is part of the parent company. Our paychecks will come from Taylor Brands, but we serve all 4 different brands, right?
Very interesting.
So that is about the company. We are based out of Dublin, California. That's where our company is. We have 2 places, Houston and Dublin. Yeah. So Dublin, California is where we are planning to have this role, because that's where we have photo studio. That's where we have, all the business users sitting, right?
Gotcha.
Any other questions?
No, I just have some parallel. During pandemic, we also experimented on those, commercial platforms like Shopify, and built the business and built a product called eBay Shop. So a lot of things like that happened, but unfortunately I had to come back into consulting and I couldn't keep up with the product. Yeah, nothing. I mean, basically, where are you right now? Like, what kind of, which state are you in? I see that you have a beautiful site and you are modernizing and then going towards the cloud. So with respect to digital content management, like, what's your goal? What are your goals?
Yeah.
Like the dam.
So Satya might speak more intelligently than me on the dam. So we do have some in-house built tools for digital asset management and production asset management, and then we also have a content management system, which I think we are planning to replace. So the way how it works is digital asset management comes under marketing. Content management system comes under digital, which is the e-com team.
Okay.
So I come under marketing, like our team comes under marketing, CMS comes under e-com, which is a separate team altogether, right? But we have not done proper integration study between our CMS and DAM, and that's what we want to correct going forward. And then our e-com team is also in the midst of transforming the entire e-com platform to something modern. So currently we are on WebSphere Commerce. There are talks about looking at 3 or 4 different companies, like Shopify is one of them. Should we just go with Shopify or something else? So we are undergoing a huge transformation journey right now when it comes to our e-com website, our marketing, along with Gen AI. So there's a lot of transformation going on within the company right now.
Awesome.
Right.
Thank you.
And one more thing, Sheila, before go further. So you said you are okay to relocate? I'm trying to understand.
Yes. That was the question they asked me. I'm okay to relocate, yes. Because I don't stay too far. It's an hour of flight from here. So, and I might have to relocate. Initially, I thought if it's a hybrid role, I could just do you could just take a flight and stay overnight next day. So I've done that to Walmart, Agilent, many clients. I work like that, 2 days on site and rest. But I don't insist on that because, we have to build relationships and work. And then I don't know. Eventually, I don't know. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And then, just out of curiosity, you also have done, started your own company. That means you also have done a lot of leadership roles as well.
Absolutely. Right? Yes.
Mm-hmm. And any reason why you are looking for more like an architect or technical lead rather than a leadership role at this moment?
Yes, because my career journey has been very interesting, and I have taken on and off roles. Like I worked as a director of engineering at Comcast also. So switching between startup culture to working in a company in a director was a little challenging in the beginning. Now I've learned a lot and I'm ready to serve in the leadership role. But what's happening is that, a lot of people are looking at me, let's say, consulting terms only, like not a lot of leadership roles are available out there. And I did apply. I have to be honest with you. I applied for leadership as well as consulting roles.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is I have a leadership role also available. So I'm just thinking in that direction in case.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll talk more about it. But, having said that, any other questions you have? Otherwise, before I hand it over to Satya.
No, it seems like an exciting time.
It is.
Because many companies have helped in this time. It's through Slalom we have worked and evaluated platforms and everything. So have you already narrowed down on the top few platforms? And we have done this kind of evaluation I supported the vendor evaluation for a USA company through Slalom. It was very interesting, where we partnered with the clients to really make sure that they come up with their required features, and had a comparison charts, and brought in vendors and prepared vendors to make sure they give the presentation. So where are you in that? So your initial, if I understand.
We are not even started yet.
Okay.
So we need to start now. We are all heads down with implementing the production asset management,
Gotcha.
Which we'll explain what it is. We're very busy with that, but we will start in a month or so, the whole evaluation, right?
So one question I have then is, like, you are into modernization, and you're obviously supporting major brands. So you must be busy already supporting the existing system. So how are you managing the innovation, the new product in modernization, and keeping up with the existing?
It's very, very challenging. Good question. Very challenging. So what normally the way how it works is we have capital budget. So typically, like people like Satya and all, they're all new, right? So they are all consultants who have been hired specifically to take care of these innovation projects. Majority of the times, the innovation projects happen through consultants, and the people who gets typically involved are architects and the managers in those projects, but majority of the work will be done by consultants. While the existing sites, where the existing work has been supported by most probably offshore. If they're existing, maybe they're kind of more in a support mode rather than enhancement. So we have L1, L2 set up offshore back in India. So they take care of it, and then if there are any escalations, the onset team comes into picture. It is a challenging thing. So I would say around 20 to 30% of the current team focuses on enhancements or keeping the systems alive. The remaining 60 to 70% of the time they spend on innovation projects.
Gotcha.
And with the help of consultants.
That's how majority of the companies handle. So that's great. And what would you think, or what are some of the top 3 concerns of digital as not be having a centralized digital asset management in your company right now? Like, what are the top care abouts?
Yeah. So Satya, you want to take that?
Yes, a current system that we are using is Zynet, which is our dam. So Zynet is, I think, very old platform. It was running in the local file system, and one thing is a evident need for going to a cloud platform. Other one is the integration with the other studio applications that we are using currently. Currently we are using something called Creative Force, which is our PAM system. So we want to integrate seamless integration with the dam, and also we want to use some of our partners to come into the dam and then download or collaborate, and more like a distribution platform for the dam.
Okay, gotcha.
So these are the 3 major things. One is the integrations, modernization, and the serving all our customers which are for the dam.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
The other thing is currently we are using dam more like a storage rather than anything else. But we want to have metadata embedded into it and then use it for personalization, actually make use of dam. That's what we are trying to do.
Yeah, and approved merchandise ready. It's basically brand approved assets. Do you have any kind of inconsistencies with the brand because of not having a centralized dam? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and one more thing, our current dam is tightly coupled with our current PAM, which is basically a file maker, very tightly coupled. Now whatever we are implementing currently, the Creative Force is more like a modern and SaaS-based platform. So now the dam has to be like independently working, and then we need to have flowed all the metadata right from the creation of the asset to the enrichment of the metadata, all through the life cycle of the asset.
Yeah.
So that the find and search and find and download, what are the features that our dam is having, will be seamless because metadata is enriched all the time.
Right. Got you. So yeah, those are always the challenges. Like, these content management systems evolve, having everything in one, having a digital assets and the content and the binary assets in one system, to having a separate centralized digital asset management. So that's very interesting challenge that you guys have currently, and I think that I can definitely help with not only on the development but also on strategizing and evaluating and go through the whole journey.
Got it. Good. So having said that, Shaila, I'm not an expert in DAM. I'm learning as I'm managing the team. So Satya is an expert, that's why I have him here. So I want to drop off to prepare for another meeting. He's going to talk to you.
Okay.
But before I drop out, any questions you have for me?
So because you have like only 10 minutes, I would definitely learn more about your like you mentioned you have an offshore team, and and you mentioned that you're working with various vendors, right? So basically like so the technology stack that you have, when I can ask Satya about the technology stack and all that. So if you want to share anything in terms of your future vision, future goals, I would love to hear from you.
Yeah, sure. No, thank you for the question. Very good question. So what we are doing is, as a company, we are looking at accelerating our top line, and for that we kind of defined some art of possible initiatives at the company level. And some of the art of possible initiatives are digital re-platform. Like that's where the e-com re-platform is happening to bring more people to the website. Like for example, we hired a new chief digital officer recently, and since that person came in, he brought in a new team, new perspective, new product management team, and they're doing wonders. Like without even refactoring the website or anything, we're already seeing almost 20% growth
Just
month
the strategy.
year over year.
Okay, strategy changes.
Yeah, right. Just strategy change. And very small changes here and there on the website, but they're yielding huge volumes, awesome. Right? So there is that initiative that is going on. Then there is, as part of Art of Possible, there is another big initiative called personalization. That's where my team comes into picture. So we are looking at how we can, and then implement, and loyalty, right? So initially it was like loyalty, personalization. Now we combine both of them into one called personalization. So we are trying to see how can we personalize our content and our products to the customers, whether it's via email or SMS or social or website, so that we show them relevant products, relevant content, and then they'll come to us, and then it's more like a stickiness to our brand, right? Our challenge is 90% of our customers are once and done. They come and they leave, because it's more like an once if you have a wedding, then they'll come to us. Otherwise, they won't. Right? It's
I was going to ask you. Marketing is challenging because all major brands have their own marketing.
Correct. And then we have 50 million customers in our database. I mean, it's a huge customer base, right? And we are not able to tap into them effectively. So for that, we are also doing a bunch of marketing initiatives. For example, I have multiple big projects going on under me. Like one is we are implementing the whole email and SMS platform. We have Cheetah Digital and Upland. Cheetah Digital for email and Upland for SMS. We are now moving with Iterable. So that project is going on right now. Iterable is going to give us both email and SMS.
Okay.
Then on top of it, we are also we just implemented a customer data platform called High Touch. Basically, it is a composable CDP which sits on Snowflake. Snowflake is our enterprise data warehouse, and then we built our customer 360 in that, and then we are using High Touch to enable that. That project just went live. Then on top of it, I have production asset management, digital asset management that is coming now next, right? Then on top of it, we are also working on clienteling application. Like when someone goes to the store, we want to empower the consultants with the customer profile on their iPads and all that, have that interaction. Then we also have customer outreach, where stores can, filter their own customers and then send them phone calls or emails and also there's
promotions.
Tons of activities going on. Yeah. And then this marketing team is actually in the center of everything that's going on.
Of course.
So
absolutely, it's so exciting to hear about all the things that are going on. But I really don't want to keep you because I know that you have to prepare for the next meeting. So I will reserve my questions. I'll send it over the email. Thank you so much.
Before I drop off, Shaila, I do have one question there. Have you had experience in implementing any email and SMS platforms?
Email and SMS platform, only integration point of view, yes, we have done that, because when we built our own CRM, right, custom shop management, shop management software, they're actually from the customer, it's a small one though, it's in that context, and from the time the customer drops off the car to getting an email that it is ready, to getting an estimation done by the mechanics, to delivering the car, and through the emails, communication through email, SMS, and that kind of small scale implementations we have done. And of course with enterprise scale, I've seen implementing, but I don't have hands-on on that, but I have an idea of how securely you need to send it, how do you preserve the brand when you go through the email marketing, all that fundamentals, and working in an architecture wise, I can help. But
and then you also mentioned you are a director at one point of time at Comcast. So you manage teams and all, you know how to manage teams.
Yeah, I mean, of course, in our own, in my own company, right, we had grown up to 50 people. I had a branch in India, and they were all extremely happy because ours was a flat organization. It was easy for us to manage. But in Comcast, though, it is for me, the responsibilities were the vendor company was the one that was implementing the video content management system. And then we had a few people in Comcast, and then we were to work closely with the product management. So I do have that kind of background.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Shaila. Any other questions?
I do have, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. We can exchange via emails also. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, Satya. So Satya,
Yeah,
if
no
you can
problem.
go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I need to drop right
All
now.
right. Thank
Bye.
you.
Yeah, thanks, Madhav. Hi, Shaila. How are
Hi,
you?
Satya. I'm doing fine. Where are you based?
Yeah, I'm based out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, Missouri. Okay. You guys are ahead
Yeah.
then. Okay. You guys are
Yeah.
ahead in the time.
I think we both. Sorry?
What time is you're ahead, isn't it?
It's Central. I'm in Central.
Ah.
I'm in Central time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Chicago, near to Chicago. Yeah. I think we both are alumni for Fatwire.
Oh, wow. What a small world.
Yeah.
Did you work for Fatwire?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Everything that I'm saying resonated with you then. Right?
Yes.
I was a quiet developer at the time, hands down and heads down. Yeah.
Right. So I was in Hyderabad when they opened office.
I came to Hyderabad
in
actually. I did come to Hyderabad for some time, very brief period.
Kamal Kapoor and the Vipin, all those people, I worked with them. So then it was being acquired by Oracle.
You went through acquisition.
Story,
You went through the acquisition to Oracle. That time I also got offered in engineering, but I left and went to doing my own consulting.
I didn't like it and left Oracle.
Yes. So and then when did you transition over to Adobe?
I've been I came here with WCS only for the project, one of the project in Bay Area. So I worked in WCS for quite a long time.
Okay.
After that.
Okay. We both have the same journey.
I think, as you know, it's a dead elephant. We can't do anything.
Exactly.
I don't know whether I put it correctly or not. It's a dead elephant for sure. So we moved on to the AEM. Especially I moved on to the AEM assets. That's the reason I was kind of working here to in the PAM project here through. Maybe you might already know from GSPAN. Yeah. GSPAN Technologies.
I know Ram. I think somebody there, Ram or GSPAN. I worked with them. Rama. He worked with me in Linksys when I was implementing Oracle Web Center Sites project. He knows me very well. I was the architect on that project.
It's also okay. I think it's very small world. I came to Irvine.
You did.
Yeah, I came to Irvine for 6 months in 2000. Yeah, Linksys. Yeah.
I was in Linksys. I was one of the architects from Satyam at the time, but not in 2006. I came in 2008. For 6 months, I helped them with architecting. After that, Satyam, something happened.
Maybe that. Okay. So I was there, I think in 2008, I think. 2008 sometime I was there. We used to work with Sridhar Polisetti.
Yeah, Sridhar Polisetti. I very closely worked with him. Yeah, and Payman was the client manager.
Payman, and I think Ron or Don. So I didn't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's small world. Very small world.
We have the same background. Okay. That's amazing. Yeah. Please go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the deviation. I got excited.
No. I was looking at your resume again and I see all those familiar things so that I thought of checking with you. Okay, so maybe we'll get into the technical discussion. So have you worked any specific to the DAM project, any of this thing, like not only from the CMS, because CMS is more like a focus to the content and I don't want to say that DAM is maybe treated as a secondary citizen when it is basically coming to the CMS combined, because they think that it is only for images. Okay, it will store images. But I want to know from you that have you worked anything on this very specific to the DAM? And then, okay.
So basically, I'll take an example of a recent project at Capgemini for one of the clients called Fidelity clients. So they were using Tridian as content management system and Aprimo for their digital assets, and modernization project had them evaluate Adobe Content Management System. So that is where I was involved. Architecture wise, also they wanted to go into centralized, exactly like yourselves, like centralized digital content management while preserving their taxonomy, the tagging, and the whole. What do you call the also the front end application that actually used all these digital assets. The biggest challenge for them was that even though they had Aprimo and everything, the integration was not very good, and they were using it for CRM and few other systems. So they were sometimes workflow was not well integrated, so they would send images via email and this and that. So for approval system was difficult. So Adobe DAM, basically we gathered what exactly they need to, what are their objectives before implementing the Adobe DAM. And we used as a centralized platform. So the biggest thing was to really get all of the assets into Adobe. Like, how do I bring in the metadata, all that associated, tagging, all that associated with that into AEM, right? So we had bulk importer, and automatically Adobe, DAM could actually produce some out of the box, what do you call, the tagging and the metadata, but some of them had to be imported, and we had to write scripts to go ahead and tag them. And taxonomy was the biggest thing, where between the products we had to make sure that there is a synchronization, because when the asset, when you actually publish an asset, or if it is a headless system, then when you actually get the JSON with JSON or the GraphQL calls, you have to make sure that the properties that you're looking for, the attributes, the metadata, everything has to match, right? Even if there is one difference also, it's difficult. So synchronizing, first of all, formulating the design strategy, the business goals, and trying to establish a workflow system, all that was on the paper. So we did all the architectural things on the paper, the modeling and all that. Then we piloted with standalone DAM, right? Two AEM instances were used. One was used mainly for the sites. We implemented a few of the sites model, and the other was completely implemented as a standalone DAM, but that too, it was using the cloud,
Platform.
the cloud platform. And I think we also tried media, what do you call
Media Hub?
Media Hub. And then there was another, like, since we were evaluating all the the solutions out there, we did explore many of these to ensure that the DAM worked. I mean, we had to first of all do a proof of concept for them to bring some assets, put it in the DAM, and through workflow process actually publish it over to our content platform and show them that they can drag and drop, and how easy it is for us, content editors, to upload an asset. So all that were part of the equation.
Okay, so when you said DAM and the CMS is there in two different instances within the DAM, within the AEM, how basically you have integrated these two?
Oh yeah, so basically the DAM were, since we have the cloud-based implementation, the REST-based implementation for DAM, right? So all the DAM was DAM assets. The people that were managing the DAM, they would publish the assets, and that would go via the publishing delivery mechanism to cloud, sit in the cloud. Then AEM was basically headlessly implemented. So you have the React and Angular applications. It's kind of treated as separate from the implementation point of view. Only when associating the content, you got to make the assets flow into assets as well, right? I mean, so that's what we did. But in the asset system itself, we had challenges. In the basically in the front end application, it's easier to refer to image assets via the asset API. So they could implement asset API to build. That's, they could make the front end. But how do you associate content within the content management system? So for that we had to flow the, I don't know whether that was a good deal or bad deal for the pilot system. We did flow the assets into the sites as well. We could have just referenced the cloud also, reference the assets in the cloud also. So we did include that, but through the JSON, we only sent the URL path to the cloud. So it was kind of a
Got it.
disconnected.
So when you are sending the URL, is it a publish instance of AEM URL, public facing?
Yes, it is. It is a delivery instance.
Do you have any CDN in front of it or
Yes,
no?
it is a CDN. CDN URL is what? Akamai.
Okay.
Akamai. Yeah.
Okay. So you basically routed through Akamai. Okay. Got it. So have you worked anything on the dynamic media or Scene 7?
Scene 7, basically, that is the cloud environment they used. So dynamic media component, enabling the dynamic media component within the AEM, I was part of that discussion where that is what kept the assets in sync between the two, cloud and Adobe. But hands-on, I haven't, but I have architecturally, I've been part of the conversations at a high level architecture when drawing to make sure that that component was configured and the Scene 7 was where the assets were stored eventually. Yeah.
Got it. So, okay. So then have you worked on Adobe AEM as cloud service, like all the new features of the AEM? Okay. I just want to understand what is your workflow look like in the cloud. So for a DAM, suppose if I upload an asset, so what are the things that you've taken care while uploading an asset?
Definitely.
So can you please explain?
Yeah, sure. I think it starts off with the creative. Like if you've also integrated the creative force in the cloud, then the work starts in creative. They create the assets, then they get imported into DAM, the cloud. And as soon as it's imported, it triggers a workflow. There are out of the box workflows, and you can also build custom workflow. So it goes through the approval process, and when the asset has to go through approval process, you have like basically, okay, depending on how customers are set up and how many licenses are there, sometimes in the Herbalife case, they had a Workfront integration. So all the approvals happened in Workfront. So the creative work and there was an interface, asset link interface through which the asset flew into the Workfront and they were able to approve the brand, all the brand marketing, content editors, all were able to do the final approval here, or the initial approval here, and then through integration it would flow into the Adobe DAM, the cloud, through the integration of Asset Link, and within the cloud. So once from the creative to brand to approval, it goes into the assets DAM. Then it's a question of who all are the consumers. Does it need to be enriched? Even after that, do we need to add any additional tags or anything like that? So you do the enrichment and then approve one more time, go through whatever the approval cycle is completed. Then depending on the front end architecture, whether it's the front end CMS consuming or whether it's a CRM consuming, then you would actually either customize the publish or use the delivery, like out of the box delivery to deliver the assets to that environment, or produce JSON. It's a push or pull architecture, right? Depending on whether this environment is pushing or the React and Angular environment is pulling the assets. So it would use either the asset API or GraphQL or REST API or any of those mechanisms to render the assets in the front end. And
got it.
Yeah, that is just basically not associating the digital. So if it has to flow into the digital content management system, then it has to get incorporated into the content, and then content needs to flow in. So I just talked about two different flows. In one case, only the assets flowing over. Then in the other case, assets flowing over into the CMS and gets associated with the content and then gets published over. So whether it is headlessly set up or headfully set up, depending on the design pattern, we would have to.
Got it. So have you implemented any archival solution in DAM?
Archival solution in DAM, I think in cloud, no, I haven't actually, no.
Okay.
I'm thinking that the cloud would automatically archive,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how your partners are accessing the assets in the dam system? So do you have like a setup for that, or
Yeah, I think what was that? Like first of all, one is that you provide access to partners, and there are other portals. I forgot the name of the portal that we had used in Slalom. There was a part. What is the portal that where we provide that assets to, via collections and everything via the portal, and people can log into the portal, and also there were
brand portal?
brand portal. Thank you. This I used it only once in Slalom, so I forgot the name. Yeah, brand portal. We had we had explored for even slalom.com implementation in AEM. That was done in Drupal initially, and they wanted to move in. So brand portal is where we had done experimentation integration. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I think have you done any smart services for AEM in the dam?
Smart services via what, tagging or AI?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically generate the auto generate the tags using Sunsai, right? Some of those I think out of the box features. Not much, honestly. I've only taken AIML courses these days to really see how we can use AIML, but I know I haven't done much with that, experimented much with that. I haven't had a chance to experiment much with that aspect of
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, I think other than AEM, have you worked on any digital asset management?
Yes, actually, remember the content center, like when Oracle acquired, content server or our product, then there was an integration. They did an integration. Web center content, right? That plugin in the tree where you could just push and then the content assets would come in. But the problem there was that the content asset would come in and only a selected portion of the attributes would be shown there, right? So there I had worked with the content center, learned content center a little bit, and it's not only like our web center sites where it's just an image the finished images had to come there, but whereas content center provided much more creative work, building all that assets, beautiful assets, and then that whole workflow process was integrated in the content center. So, and then via plugin, it came to content CMS, and this was done in Agilent. So Agilent, Agilent. That is where I had done this dam, and of course there are other integrations like Bright Cove, like when with the Oracle Web Center sites, like when
videos,
the assets
for videos, maybe you might be
for the videos,
Bright
Cove, and predominantly with Oracle Web Center sites. Initial days, everybody was just keeping the images within the dam and within the Oracle Web Center sites, and the blob server concept of using their blob server, and eventually cloud. Oracle moved cloud very recently, so right.
Okay. You have any questions? I need to drop.
You said you had a stand up. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, definitely. Like if you have to drop, that's fine. But just let me know like how your what the technology stack right now. That's it, and then we can
Yeah. So currently they're on the Zynet, which is very old platform. They're writing scripts, and then it is maybe like in maybe the very old Java platform.
Okay.
Zynet. So, and very less features. It's not able to integrate with other systems. They basically, I think, as you Madhav mentioned, they're looking for the some modern dam system to suit their photo studio needs as well as for their marketing needs. So it's more like a migration from the and one more question that you remember. Have you done any migration earlier? So
several.
Okay, so it's more like a migration. It's more like a migration project in the starting. So then it will be like implementing all the new features. I mean, based on the dam they selected.
Gotcha. Dam evaluations is going to be another one.
Evaluation needs to be done, and also it is very specific needs for them. I think their photo studio is very strong in the dam as well, so they know the in and out because they might have done earlier multiple dam systems. So they have very specific requirements, and then they have to evaluate. Then we need to go forward.
Got you.
from
Thank you.
there.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I'm good.
Yeah.
Go
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank you
meeting.
so much. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Satya. Really nice meeting.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to run. Bye. Bye. Bye.